Then it's Tye's turn, but we're waiting for Tyee.
I mean, or we could all just decide where he places his moonbeam and be good.
Okay. Did anything happen to me?
No.
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to move back. I'm going to light up my robes in the form of the archer. And I am going to bring down my moonbeam on top of Orc Skeleton A.
All right.
Tuxedo Ken!
That's Tuxedo Ken.
All right. So we return to the adventuring party deep within the Stone Tooth Mountain, having slayed orcs and troglodytes, and now more than a handful of Durgar and a succubus and a ghost. Exploring the foundry here, and the rooms that have been badly marred and scarred by the ancient battle that took place here. There's skeletons of dwarves and orcs alike, stripped of any valuables, and undisturbed for an unknown period of time. We left off after exploring further down this corridor and a few of the rooms that led off from it. You came face to face with a ghost. It was an armored dwarf, kind of rambling incoherently and angry shouting. Did not give it much time for conversation as the party destroyed it in a single round of combat. And that is where we paused last week and where we will pick up this week.
You seem like a jaded lover about that single round of combat. You seem like somebody wronged you somehow. There was dialogue!
Damn. I ain't frightened no ghost.
I mean, if a ghost comes out and starts attacking us, I'm going to attack.
There was dialogue.
How do I turn on the camera?
Bottom left of Discord, there's a button that says video, turn on camera.
Check. Oh, there.
Hey,
okay.
am I here?
Hey,
It's through my old tablet.
there you are.
There it is.
I am not set up to turn mine on.
You don't have to be.
Well, I will. I mean, if everybody else is going to use
You're
theirs,
beautiful
I will.
as you are.
I
Yeah,
know,
buddy.
I've seen him.
Oof.
At least he doesn't look like Kalbren, though. Much better than Kalbren. Look at that zoo of a face of his. Look at that thing. We got a bird's nest going on right there. My gosh.
That's salt and pepper right there. That's hot.
Hey. Right now he's Gandalf the Grey, alright? Let's just give him some time. He'll mature.
So
I'm also
you
eating.
go ahead.
Thanks.
I remember those baby backpacks.
I was about to ask how many times your wife's knocked your kid into the wall turning.
Lots.
Dude,
That's kid 3. That stuff's old news now, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's astounding how much of a smacking, like, if they fall off something, you're just like, oh, God! And they're like, they get right up. They're like, yep, nothing.
You find the party find itself in a large chamber with a dark pool in the center. There's bits of smashed furniture and other debris scattered about the floor. There's a hallway that leads off to the east and to the west.
Well, that was an unfortunate encounter with the ghosts. I wonder if he had anything worth saying, but well, here we are. I wonder, Tyee, your excellent observation skills, maybe there's something at the end of this hallway?
I don't know. It looks like just a hallway to me. There's doors. There's doors, you know, just, maybe Talgar could open this. Who knows? Maybe Talgar could put his cat down and play the game. That'd be great.
I didn't even know she was in here. Heard her yelling at me. Alright, I'm gonna do my one job. Open the door.
All right. So the door swings open, revealing a room with a couple skeletons. The room looks pretty ransacked. As you sift through the debris, whoever is in there, I need a D10 roll, please.
It's an 8.
You do not find anything of value.
I don't want to see your charts one day.
Okay.
Well, there's several more. Let's just go through them.
You didn't see anything? I thought you saw everything.
You know,
I mean,
sometimes
that
there's
we-
just nothing to see. Most simple
Hmm.
explanation.
I'll get this door. I'm pretty strong at doors, too.
The door explodes.
You heave on the door and it opens.
Yeah, look at me.
And again, skeletons and a disheveled room marred by scars of battle. Oh, roll me a d10 as you pick through debris looking for any clues or items.
Nat 1.
You do not find anything.
You said there's bones.
Well, you do find a few dwarf skeletons and a few orc skeletons intermingled with them.
I want a dwarf femur.
Take a dwarf femur.
I will put that in my bag. Yeah. I got treasure.
So, while people are looting the room, I'm going to. Carl's intending to look back the way we came and just keeping an eye out, just being watchful, letting folks do their thing.
Well, let's just keep going, gentlemen.
Well, there are 2 more rooms. Talgar, if you do not mind, could you open the last 2, please?
I will use my strength to open the door.
All right. As you heave and shove the door open, this smaller chamber looks like it served once as a small barracks. Looks as if half a dozen dwarves perished here. There's remains of 6 wooden bunks that lean against the walls, burned and hacked by pillagers, and about half a dozen skeletons lie here and on the floor. With a clicking and scraping sound, the skeletons begin to rise and advance towards you. And I need everybody to roll initiative. All right, Karl.
12.
12.
Yeah,
Hi.
1, 2.
11.
11. Vesmir.
7.
7. Vinny.
9.
9. And Talgar.
Also 9.
All right. Hey, better than those 3s you were getting last week.
God, I know.
All right, so several skeletons begin advancing towards the door. 5, number 6, 2, 3. Begin advancing. Two of them swing their short swords at you, Talgar. I've got to turn that down. I had that way too loud. Okay, so they swing their short swords at you, Talgar. The first one rolls a 12.
Whiff.
Second one swings and rolls a 12 as well. Karl, you hear this clattering and scraping of bone and swishing of swords in the air. What would you like to do?
Already being ready for a fight, we're gonna figure out pretty rapidly what the sound is. Actually, not that one. Make sure we can move there. I'm pretty sure plenty of space. We're gonna move there. Still didn't make my custom weapon, so you guys will have to deal with my rolls. So Dread Ambusher, 2 plinks coming right up. Oh man, actually bonus action. No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go straight out. We're not going to burn our favorite enemy. Just 2 straight shots, 2 standard shots.
Which
Focus
one?
shot
6?
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
the one's right. Oh, you're good. Good call. The front one, which looks like 6. Yes.
So 2 shots into
So
6.
2 shots into 6. Shot 1 was 24. Pretty sure that's going to hit.
Yep.
Shot 2 is a 13. Does that hit?
13 hits.
Cool. So it will be 3d8 plus 8. Because I get an extra 1d8. So yeah, 3d8 plus 8.
Fair.
3d8. That's 24 damage to the first one, piercing. And that will be my turn.
Your artillery shots blow it apart. The first one taking out its its spine right below its pelvis, its legs clattering, and then the second one hitting the sternum as it begins to its mass starts to fall, scattering bones all across the floor. Anything else?
No, that's
All
it.
right. Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
Oh, God, Talgar's the doors. Your door privileges are revoked. Gonna move
Just
on
doing
up.
my job.
And I'm gonna fuck with my character later. And I'm gonna produce flame at skeleton number 5. Does a 23 hit
23 definitely hits.
for 8 damage, 8 fire damage.
And that was against number which one?
Number 5, the one right there in the doorway.
Number 5. Okay.
Is that all you have?
And I'm gonna move a little bit out of the way for people.
Sorry, how much damage was it again?
8.
8. The bones are old and brittle, and they look quite charred after that attack.
And that ends. the turn.
Talgar, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna move into the room to try to open up the doorway while not breaking melee range with the one attacking me.
Okay.
About there, okay?
Sure.
And then since 5 is not looking too great, I'm gonna swing on 2. Is a 26 gonna hit?
26 is going to hit.
It's gonna be 15 damage.
As your sword makes contact with it, it blows apart, a scattering of dusty bones.
That'll be my turn.
Vinny, you're up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
What the heck's going on, guys? Wasn't there supposed to be dialogue or something? Here, let me talk to him. And I look at Skeleton 5. You look like you ain't got no brains. And I do vicious mockery. Wisdom saving throw of 12.
You're seriously making my skeleton do wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, just number 5.
Wow.
He has rolled a 3.
All right, he takes, interesting enough, 2 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on his next attack roll.
That was against 5?
Huh? Yes, against 5.
Okay.
And that's it.
Mouth is chattering.
Oh.
Vesmir, you're up.
Okay, so Vesmir moves around and he's going to cast Magnify Gravity. Right about there. Wait, it's a 10-foot radius. That's 2 tiles, isn't it?
It is.
Right. Further in the room is the better idea. Maybe a little bit further in the room. Basically, I'm just aiming to not get
Talgar, yeah.
Talgar in this. So that is a Constitution save DC 15.
Sorry, DC Constitution what?
15.
1-5.
15?
Yep.
One fails. How many of them are in the zone?
4. 2, 3, 4, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
16 passes. Fails. Two pass, two fail.
Okay, the ones that fail take 11 damage. The ones that succeed take 5 damage. And the ones that failed also have their speed reduced by half.
Which skeletons were in the blast?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You said 11 damage for the ones that failed?
Yes.
All right. So all the skeletons are looking a little banged up at this point. Anything else, Vesmir?
That is my turn now. Thank you.
All right. So one is going to move up to here. Actually, these two are going to move over here. And both take short bow attacks at Talgar. And the first one misses. Second one is a 20.
That's gonna hit.
Does 6 points of piercing damage. One of the dwarven arrows finds its mark.
Ouchies.
Three is going to move around, and 3 and 5 are going to attack Talgar.
5 at disadvantage.
Damn it. 5 almost hits you. At the last second, you dodge out of its way nimbly. 3 swings its sword around. And also 6. Does not hit you. Karl, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Whoever prayed to the dice gods, go you. So trying to judge between 3, 2, and 5, which looks the worst?
3, 2, and 5.
The ones in melee with Talgar.
Gotcha. I think 2 is actually dead. And I hadn't removed him. So 5 is looking the worst.
We are both knocking an arrow and launching one at 5.
Okay.
At 23,
23 will hit.
12 damage, and then that will be my turn.
With that, it blows apart into a clattering of bones, scattering across the floor.
Excellent. Next.
Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
Alrighty. Skeleton number 3. Flame. Hold on, what the hell is it? Yep, produce flame. Does a 15 hit this guy?
15 does hit.
Alright. 6 fire damage.
Against which one?
Number 3.
6 fire damage against number 3.
That's it.
It's looking quite chart.
Alright, that's my turn.
Talgar, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm going to swing on 3.
All right.
12.
12 is unfortunately not going to hit.
Boo. Alright, that's my turn.
Vinny, you're up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
Like a dumb little goblin, I'm going to jump on the wall. I'm going to move into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do these guys even move without muscles? It's so weird. And I'll stab Skeleton 3 with my rapier.
Okay.
4, and that's going to be
Roll to attack.
a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
9 points of damage. Piercing damage.
Against number 3,
Yep.
he blows apart into a cloud of dusty bone splinters.
This is fun. That ends my turn.
Vesmir, you're up.
Vesmir will move in and he will shoot. He's going to shoot at which one out of 1 and 4 looks worse?
1 probably looks a little worse than 4 does.
Alright, I'm going to shoot an ice knife into number 4.
Okay.
It's a natural 1. But they both have to make a dexterity saving throw DC 50.
You launch this knife of ice. It misses. It starts chattering in a silent laughter, and then the ice star detonates. The first one tries to dodge and fails miserably, and number 4 tries to dodge and fails miserably as well. DC, what's the DC? I rolled a 12.
Dex of 15.
Okay, so they both fail.
They take 8 cold damage each.
Both of them break apart into chunks of frosty bone splinters, clatter to the floor, before quiet fills the room once more. We are out of combat.
That was cold, Vesmir. I like it.
You're as cold as ice.
I wonder if there's something special about this room. Why did this one have animated skeletons?
That's a very good question. Looks like a barracks room to me.
Vesmir would like to do a check, sort of determine what species they are, whether they're dwarven or half-orc, roughly, like medicine check, if that's possible.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
That is an 9.
You're able to deduce that they all appear to be dwarves.
This is very interesting. I'm not very sure that wizard dwarves are ones for the arcane arts.
They can make magic
also-
weapons. Sorry.
You even notice that there's a few nicks and cuts on some of the bones as you kind of inspect them. That look very similar to some of the markings you see in the furniture in the other rooms. Signs of battle that took place long ago.
Perhaps they were just restless dead.
Weird to be restless in a room of beds.
You hear audible sigh from the hallway from Tyee.
Anybody else doing anything?
I was in the room, but now I'm over here opening this door.
Oh. Well, as you exit the room, you have a stray thought that would have occurred to you that
I'm back in
one of these skeletons is unlike the others.
Okay. Oh, one of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong.
So, digging among the corpses and bone fragments, you come across a skeleton that does not appear to be dwarf or orc. It looks human. And there's remnants of a hide armor. It looks very much like a roguish type style. Her corpse lies half buried under some of the wrecked furniture, and there is a pouch on her belt.
She says, gentlemen, one of these skeletons is not dwarven. This is a human female. It looks like.
Aw.
Wow. Doesn't mean she was good or bad, for that matter.
We don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Is let's not assign it to anything until we know.
All we know is she's dead. Is there anything
She sure
of value?
Oh, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna palm that pouch and just kind of take a peek inside.
That's what she said.
Very familiar clink of coinage and heft that, with your skilled hand, well, you would know that it's about 670 silver pieces.
Okay.
It is 670 silver pieces.
All right. I'm adding that to my inventory and noting it as well that it's party stuff.
Or is it 670 silver pieces?
670 silver pieces.
Cool.
Okay. It's very interesting.
Time to see what's behind door number. Oh, good.
Vesmir just wants to check, is there any sort of wounds or anything noticeable that the Druid didn't pick up?
Roll me a medicine check.
12.
She looks like she was hacked apart by dwarven short swords, much like the ones that are rusting and laying around the floor around you.
Fair enough. Vesmir doesn't relay that information.
She's in the room with the bed, right?
Yes, the monks.
I'll just take one of the, if there's any bed covers, I'll just gently cover her and then leave the room.
All right. Talgar, I believe you're up.
Sorry, what?
I thought Tyee was opening the door.
Oh, I just assumed Talgar.
I'll open it with my skills.
You swing the door open on this. It is another destroyed room. Dwarf skeleton lays in the corner. It is thoroughly trashed, signs of battle and so forth. Roll me a d10.
Nine.
All right. Roll me another d10. No, I'm sorry, d12.
4.
So you find an eye agate, translucent with circles of gray, white, brown, blue, and green. It is a gemstone of some type. Roll me another d12.
3.
You also find a small piece of blue quartz crystal. It's transparent and pale blue. You give the room a thorough once over and nothing else really jumps out at you. Send in the scanner.
It's like a dog. So hey, remind me, when we went down, I'm just gonna move my character real quick as a marker. As we're moving down this hallway here, you were abbreviating the search. Did we check everything? Because these doors don't appear to be open here.
Very observant of you.
Okay.
Well, I was going to open the
Thank you for
secret.
sharing that, Kalbren.
I was going to open
Oh,
the secret door right next to me.
Did you get it all?
There is no secret door right next to you.
I keep pushing just in case.
It is stone and not moving.
Damn it.
Alright, so is everybody heading back down the hallway with Tyee, or are y'all splitting up?
Yeah, so I would say, gentlemen, I don't know if we cleared that hallway behind us, and I have a bad feeling about leaving things undisturbed as we traipse through this area. We should head back and just check out these 2 rooms before we go further into the fortress.
Agreed.
Want to find more skeletons?
I should find all kinds of things.
I'll hopefully find a directions to the forge or some hint of those weapons we're supposed to be looking for.
Guys, you never know what door
Before-
these are going to be in.
Before we move down, I'd like to try to gather some arrows from the skeletons. Do you want me to roll for that, or as
yeah,
in gather the arrows I shot?
Yeah, roll me a perception, I guess.
18.
18 with an 18, you can find all the arrows that you used.
Okay, thank you. So I'm probably going to start doing that because I'm starting to get low, but that's okay. Thank you.
Nice shot, Talgar. Don't be shy.
I'm gonna go to this one unopened door, I guess.
This one looks closed too.
Oh no, there's 2. Oh, there's 3. Shit.
Oh, I'm at this one.
Well, I'll just start down here, I guess.
Hang tight as you flip open the door. Rows of empty weapon racks and a dozen or more armor stands indicate that this room was once used as an armory. There's debris littering the floor, but nothing of value is readily apparent.
You're gonna come check it out with your radar.
Are you entering the room?
Yes.
No. Did not. I'm not asking for that reason. Talgar, when you opened the door, did you step into the room?
Yes.
So as you step into the room, one of the armored suits of old armor on the walls begins to stir and comes at you.
Of course it does.
I need everybody to roll initiatives again.
This is why we're going to be long tonight. We're going to just have tons of small fights.
I just work here, sir.
Just work.
Aren't you the creator?
I am.
The owner?
Okay.
Is there any other Final Fantasy battle music?
I was going to just press play on what was paused.
Nice.
I skipped it on the other channel, so if you press play, it may not play that again, but...
You ruined it.
Karl.
I did. Well, I was 16. I did a physical dice because I'm
16,
going to
tied.
be like that.
17.
17. Talgar.
16.
16. Vinny.
21.
21. And Vesmir.
Well,
12.
Quick little
Okay.
goblin buddy.
So you see Talgar open the door to the room, and as he steps in, you hear the clank of armor clinking together. It's quite loud and growing louder. Vinny, what would you like to do? Ty, you're on deck.
Okay, side question. Have we explored the room that I'm next to?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not. I was going to open the door as an action because I don't know what's going on, but I'll at least move up. 1, 2, 3.
You hear some level of commotion happening in the room that was just opened by Talgar.
What the heck are you doing in here? Oh, God.
You see this armor rushing towards him.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'll cast Vicious Mockery. If I only had a brain. I know it's the wrong character, but still. Wisdom saving throw of 12.
Is that a charm?
No, it's not listed as a charm. It's just an insult.
does the
It's
creature
an-
have to understand language?
It's an enchantment cantrip. It doesn't need to understand you. It can only if the target can hear you, don't need to understand you. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
I have a 3 wisdom score. I rolled a natural 20.
No effect, and that's Vinny's turn.
Ty, you're up.
Okay. Hearing the commotion, I'm going to step into the doorway here. Kind of brushing past Vinny. Just the rattling armor, and that's not how that's supposed to be.
You think?
So in a snap reaction, I'm going to send a guiding bolt its way.
Okay.
Oh, it does a 10 hit.
10 does not hit.
I'm kind of a little frustrated, but I'm going to use the rest of my movement to head back out of the doorway, brushing past Vinny again.
Hi, bye.
And that'll be it.
All right, Talgar, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna move on up to this animated armor, and I'm gonna swing on it.
All right.
It's a whopping 14.
14 does not hit.
And that is my turn.
Karl, you hear this commotion, and Talgar proceed deeper in the room after the others are darting in. You see shit going down.
Indeed. Thar. And lock and load. So 2 shots into the armor. A 10, which I'm sure doesn't hit.
Nope.
A 23.
23 hits.
Oh, right. So it's going to be a 2d8 plus 4. 11 damage, piercing damage on the armor, and that will be my turn.
All right, Vesmir, you're up.
Vesmir will fire a ray of frost.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 will not hit.
No worries. Bonus action going to push him away from Talgar. Strength saving throw DC 15.
Have you moved your character?
Sorry.
So if you I'm not seeing your character being moved.
No. I'm force pushing. Bonus action.
Oh,
Pushing
force
the-
pushing. Okay, I thought you said shove. Like,
Sorry.
I was like-
Telekinetic shove.
gotcha. Tracking.
Strength saving throw DC 15.
21.
Does not succeed. That's the end of my turn.
All right. The suit of animated dwarven armor is going to raise its gauntlets and strike twice at Talgar. First hit is a 22. Second swing is a 15.
First one will hit.
It's 4 bludgeoning damage. And with that, Vinny, you are up.
I grab my rapier and I charge. Ah! I try to swing with my rapier.
Karl, you see this green blur fly past you.
What are you doing?
Ah!
Off an armor stand, rapier in hand.
Bad armor. Bad. Wow. 10 to hit.
And it's gonna miss.
And I just look up and, hi. And that's it.
All right. Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
All right, seeing the round of frustration going as my friends and I struggle against this suit of armor, I'm going to round this corner with a plan in mind. And that plan is more moonbeam. I'm going to call down the moonbeam on top of it. Just out of range at Talgar and Vinny.
You had
And-
me. I was like, oh, what's he about to do? And then
Oh
Moonbeam.
no.
So that's my turn.
All right. Talgar,
Blam.
you're up as it's bathed in moonlight in front of you.
Ooh, glowy. All right, I'm gonna swing on it.
All right.
That'll be a 17.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
What the fuck? All right, that's my turn.
Karl, you're up. Vesmir on deck.
After seeing the green blur go and bounce off the wall, just kind of shaking our head, pulling out another arrow, knocking it, and shooting again. 4. Ten. Womp womp. The digital dice was teetering on the nat 20.
Those digital dice are fucking teases.
They are
Yes,
so
yeah.
teases.
Zanzi seems to do just fine.
Right? Son of a bitch.
It's Roll20's logarithm leaning towards DM favor since they're the ones that pay for content.
Wow. True.
Hey,
Interesting. Okay, it's a conspiracy. Interesting.
I'm paying for it too. I ain't getting any special fucking rolls.
Next turn, my turn.
Yes. Sorry, I thought I said that.
No worries. So Vesmir holds out a hand and pulses some blue purplish energy as he raises it with his staff and casts Levitate. Constitution save DC 15.
It was a 14.
Yes. I levitate him 20 feet off the ground. And he is suspended in my levitation. There's no save against it. He's stuck there for 10 rounds.
He's basically floated up to a little bit below the ceiling and
Yep.
suspended in moonlight.
Yep.
Okay. Does he get a saving throw or anything on his turn?
That's it. Once a creature loses levitate, their levitation is permanent for 1 minute. Actually, sorry, 10 minutes. I'll just double check on the saving throw, but for now that's it.
So its gauntlets are just kind of swinging wildly in the air. It's unable to move any direction. Vinny, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
All right. Bonus action, disengage, and I'm gonna back up a little bit, and I'm gonna strum a little bit of my music, and at level. What level? So I am going to, on Talgar, Karl, Tyee. I think Vesmir's out of range. I can move to see him. Yeah. So Talgar, Karl, Tyee, and Vesmir, I'm going to cast Bless on. And that means you get a D4 on every single attack roll you make.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Did we skip the suit of armor?
It cannot reach anybody. It's levitating in the ceiling. Oh, but it would have
his
had to have
turns
made
are
a
important. Yeah, his turns are important though. Yeah.
So
I did describe him still being in the moonbeam. He rolled a 17 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, one sec.
So to clarify on levitate, it is concentration for up to 10 minutes. And there is no further saving throws to break levitation. I can change him up to 20 feet up or down on my turn, and he can attempt to move if he's got reach, like against the ceiling, like climbing speed, essentially, to move around. If that makes sense. So he's floating at his height, but he can use stuff to move left, right, etc. Laterally. If you can hold on to something.
Okay. Tyee, how much damage?
6 radiant damage. Can you cast cantrips while you're holding concentration?
As long
Yeah,
as
Uh,
not like concentration.
I
You can
I heard a lot of answers there, but I'm only asking the DM.
As long as it's not another concentration spell.
Oh, okay, cool. So while I'm holding concentration on the moonbeam, I'm gonna cast a produce flame at the thing.
Okay.
Well, it's a 10, so forget it.
Unfortunately, that misses. Talgar, you're up as it's floated up out of your weapon's reach.
Well, I'm gonna throw a javelin at the damn thing, I guess.
and add a D4 to that.
Right?
Oh, it's a D4. That's a 20.
Nice.
20 hits. So you hear this like beer can crunch. The javelin's now impaled the side of this armor.
It's gonna be 7 damage.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
The armor looks quite dented, charred, and radiantly burned. Karl, you're up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
Puzzlingly looking at the armor as it kind of floats against the ceiling and just shrug and try to shoot it again while he's against the ceiling.
Okay.
That's going to hit 25.
That will definitely hit.
For 11 piercing. And then that will be my turn. How do you want to do it? Okay. Also, as it's sort of floating there, we take a aim, center a mass. The arrow plunges into the front of the chest and just pins the armor to the ceiling as every piece but the chest piece kind of falls to the ground, unanimated.
Okay. It's pinned up there with your arrow, along with a javelin sticking out of it.
Yes.
And we are out of combat.
And before we move
I'm
too
gonna
far,
sweep.
go ahead.
I'm gonna sweep the other pieces of armor with the moonbeam before I let go of my concentration.
All right.
Can never be
Nothing
too
seems to
careful.
move or jump out.
All right, I'll let it fade into the.
Talgar, I would suggest you move away from the floating metal.
It's not a
You
bad
too,
idea.
Vinny. And as they move away, I release levitate on it, and it just crumples to the ground.
It does what?
I
It's,
well,
it's
I assume.
it's pinned with the arrow at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Fair enough. I drop levitate on it regardless.
It sags a little bit, but the arrow holds.
As before, except for the one in the ceiling, I'd like to spend some time. I'd like to find my arrows. So
You're able to easily find them in the room.
I get my
Excellent.
javelin
Thank you.
back too.
You'll have to climb up and get it somehow.
I'll try to climb up and get it for him.
All right, yeah, with minimal effort, you're able to recover the javelin as well.
There you go.
And your arrow, you
Hey,
can pull the
thanks.
arrow out, and the thing clatters to the ground. Armor now dented and useless. So where to, gents?
Well, gentlemen, I believe there's one more door.
skeletons behind one, and floating armor behind another. What do we think is behind this one?
Your mama.
Oh!
Skin. Because we had the ghost, we had the armor, we had the skeleton. So it's got to be the skin and guts somewhere, right?
Right, so this chamber once must have been the personal quarters of an important dwarf. It is decorated with tapestries and furnished rather comfortably. Although age has taken its toll on the contents, apparently the room does not appear to have been looted. It was somehow spared. There's a beautiful rug that covers the center of the floor, and a simple bed and writing desk stand in the southwest corner. So, you're just entering the room.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So, Talgar, as you step into the room and onto the edge of the carpet, it begins to flutter and wave and attempts to wrap itself around you. Everybody roll
Fucking
initiative.
magic carpet.
I was totally. I was about to be very interested in that carpet, but that's not what I thought was going to happen. I thought there was a trapdoor under it, which maybe there still will be. We'll see. Can't roll initiative to save my life today, apparently.
Oh, just wait. I should have turned into a piece.
Fancy now.
Date's cool.
All right, Vinny.
15.
15. Tyee.
17.
17. Elgar.
-1.
Karl.
I also have 15 but I have 18 dex, so I may have more than Vinny.
Yeah, I'm only
Vesmir?
17 decks.
So there you go.
Vesmir?
19.
19. And Karl would be up to there. All right, it attempts to wrap itself around you, Mindleak, and smother you. It rolls a
Of course it
15.
does. It's just gonna be a gentle hug.
Carpet hugs are a thing.
Yep.
Does that misses?
As long as it's not a rug burn.
Does 15 hit, Mindleak?
No.
Okay. So it tries to wrap up around you. You fight it off. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck. As you see Talgar now struggling with this carpet, trying to wrap itself around him.
I'm going to adjust density and drop its weight by half. Its speed's increased by 10 feet, but it has disadvantage on strength saving throws. And I'm going to try and step back out of the room away from it. I'm not sure if I'm in melee range or not.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Tyee, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
I'm gonna try to set this rug on fire.
All right.
Does
Ball
a
dropped
13
around me,
hit?
thanks.
A 13 will hit.
All right. For 3 flame damage. I'm gonna
Smolders
back
and
away
smoke.
just a little bit. And that'll end my turn.
Karl, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Peeking around the corner and launching 2 shots. Shot 1. It's a 19. Shot 2. It's a 21.
Both hit.
And we're going to do 3d8. 3 plus 8. Tactical cannon will hit for 24 piercing damage, and then I'll duck back behind the wall, and that will conclude my turn.
24 piercing damage. Jesus Christ. So you hear this, like, your arrows sail through the air in a loud ripping noise as it just cuts along at just the right angle down it, like, a large section of it. You've done significant damage to it, and the rug looks to be faltering. Vinny, you're up.
All right, I'm going to grab my rapier and run in. Ah! And I'm going to run to the desk and try to loot it as my action while the rug, everyone's busy with the rug.
Okay. The desk is filled with papers and other things. Nothing spectacular jumping out at you.
Oh, that's my turn.
The rug will attempt to smother Mindleak again, and fails to do so. You're more ripping in the process. Talgar, you're up. As you fighting off this rug, trying to wrap itself around you.
I'm gonna try to chop it up some more. Me at 23.
That'll hit.
It's gonna be a 13 damage.
How do you want to do it?
I just want to fucking chop it up in the confetti.
Talgar just goes nuts on it, striking again and again, even though it's no longer moving. Pieces of fabric falling in a cloud around him.
Whee!
The rug has been dispatched. So, Vinny, you don't find anything on the desk that jumps out at you. Just papers and a half-written book.
I'll get the book. Mine.
Okay.
Yay, half-written book. Oh, you killed the rug. Good job, guys.
Is there anything else in there?
Well, as you look about the room, you notice that under the small bed frame is a wooden chest.
Oh yeah. I mean, Karl, you noticed that.
Look, it's
I do.
You asked about it, didn't you? There's anything else in the room?
I did. If you okay, so if you're pointing me at the chest, I'll go take a close look.
It also notices this chest. But it is a small wooden chest. There does appear to be a dwarven forged lock on it.
All right. Just because we're going to be paranoid, kind of scope it out for any. It does appear trapped.
Roll me. Well, are you looking or are you feeling?
Look, I was looking.
All right, roll me a perception.
15.
It does not appear to have any type of obvious signs of it being a trap.
Then we'll drag it out, grab our thieves' tools, and start looking at the lock and try to. Pick
Oh wait,
the
wait,
lock.
wait. Tyee.
Yes.
Watch this. And I reach out and I go, Moon Lady guide you. And you actually see his hand glow a little bit, and the glow kind of passes over to him, and you feel kind of a warmth enter you, as if you feel a strange power helping you with your tools. Hey.
Oh yes, that's
Sure.
very good. But you should know, there's no moon lady.
Yeah, there is.
No.
It could be worse. He could be spitting on us. I'll take
Oh,
the
yes.
tools.
But that's an actual guidance, so you will be able to add a D4.
Give me
Gotcha.
a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, probably good. Well, D4, 14 plus a boink. That would be a 16.
Some deft work with your tools. You pop the lock. The chest is now free of any lock on it.
Putting the tools away, we're going to open the chest because we checked it for traps, so we don't think it's trapped.
All right, so you flip the lid open, and before you is a chest containing 1,200 silver, 3,000 copper, and a small square of silk that has 3 gems wrapped in it. A large sapphire and 2 blue topazes cut to be identical.
Well, this is a find. I guess I'll yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as a possible clue to who may have been in here, does the half-written book look like it's written in Dwarvish, or can I tell what it might have been about?
It's definitely Dwarvish. Unfortunately, you don't read Dwarvish, so.
Gotcha. So yeah, some dwarf dude, and this is, I don't know why his place is best. Maybe he's still around here somewhere. Or she. I won't judge.
I mean, the furniture is definitely covered in a thick layer of dust. It was just saved the ravaging that the other rooms.
Gotcha. Good find.
Yeah, could you give me those items again? I'll jot on my inventory, note them as a group, and we'll deal with them once we're done.
1,200 silver, 3,000 copper, square of silk that has a star sapphire, and a pair of matching blue topazes.
I think I read this in a book once, but if we find a statue and it's missing eyes, keep an eye on those gems that might fit. Just a weird thought.
That is a weird thought. Well, gentlemen, I believe the way to the Great Hall is actually back around this way where we found that ghost.
Yes, we
Let's keep going.
should proceed.
So you enter the Great Hall once more. Soft ringing of iron on metal comes from the south.
Well, I think we all probably hear that. If you don't, there's a ringing sound coming from the south. I'm just gonna kind of point the direction I hear the noise coming from.
Probably more Durger, like we fought already.
Why didn't we go that
yes,
way
if
the
we're
first
lucky,
place?
Sorry, what was that?
I just saying, why didn't we go that way the first place?
Well, from the original battle, we wanted to see if there might have been reinforcements when he joined the fray.
Yes, well, Talgar, I believe this is your specialty.
I'll move forward and open the door.
All right.
Clickety clack, clickety clickety clack.
I'm even trying to type softly.
Stand by. So, as you throw open the heavy stone double doors, it leads to a barrel vaulted area containing several furnaces. The eastern end of the chamber continues into a large dark cave from which a cold wind moans. A stream of water rushes from west to east through the center of the room, crossing by two stone bridges. On the other side of the stream, three bald, gray, dwarf-like creatures work at a roaring fire, beating white-hot blade into shape on an old anvil. As the doors are thrown open and you enter, they look up at you. One of them's eyes filled with rage, and everybody roll initiatives.
Why is everybody so angry?
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know.
It's a dwarf thing.
Just work your shit.
Well,
They're
pardon
always
my
angry.
20 for the night.
Sir, there's a Wendy's.
Yeah.
It was an Applebee's.
Vesmir.
10.
10. Tyee.
Oh hell. 14.
14. Karl.
12. I haven't rolled higher than like a 15, I think, on my initiatives at all tonight.
Vinny.
Dirty 20.
E20. Talgar.
18.
18. Better than that one.
-1.
Rude.
-1. Alright, so the doors are thrown open. The Durger have stopped hammering as they look up at you, anger in their eyes. Vinny, you are up first. Talgar, you're on deck.
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. And you said there were 3 of them?
There are.
All right. I'll come in enough so I can see them. And there's a third one. And I'll point and I'll go, Dishonor. Dishonor to your beards, dishonor to your ale, dishonor to whatever it is you're doing here. And I'll cast a Bane Charisma saving throw of 12.
On which one?
All 3.
Oh, all three. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay. Wisdom saving throw,
No, charisma saving throw of 12.
because they are oh so pretty. All right, for A, that's a 9.
You ain't gotta be pretty to talk good.
For B, that's a 1,
Wow.
Mhm.
and the last one gets a 16.
Wow. So
That one talks good.
So A and B, they have minus D4 to saving throws and attacks. And I use the rest of my movement speed to get out the room. It ends my turn.
Talgar, you're up.
Is this a massive hole in the floor actually there, or is that decoration?
There is a roaring stream that's coming from west to east.
He's
So
saying,
this part of the floor right in front of me is not there.
That is
Oh,
correct.
okay, there we go. Looks better.
Do a backflip.
All right, then I'm gonna start. I guess walking around to this little side bridge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the rest of my action to, I guess, dash across.
we're doing a dodge.
They're still kind of far away. I'm not too worried about it right now. All right, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. This one is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and will then enlarge.
Oh, good. Jesus.
As it morphs in size in front of you. And with that, Tyee, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Okay. I am going to enter into the room. And to kind of, for a moment, a just brief moment, be in awe of the dwarven architecture and the large underground forge. You don't get to see these things very often. But I'm going to kind of snap back to reality quickly as I perceive the very large Durger across the way near my friend Talgar, the opener of doors. And I'm going to kind of snap back into gear, and I'm going to light up my robes in the form of the archer constellation all over them, and I'm going to start by grasping the air and bringing down a moonbeam on that oversized Durger. So there's a moonbeam on that Durger, and then with my robes, I'm going to launch an archery bolt at it.
Okay, over the big one?
All at the big one. Yep, it's all at the big one right now.
Roger that.
It's a 16.
16 hits.
Sweet. 6 radiant damage.
All right.
So, like, for reference. Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. In that case, Karl, you're up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
So I would be interested in the lighting of the room.
I was about to say somebody throwing some battle music.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the room itself is eerily lit by the blazing forges that stand before you. 2 of the 3 currently lit and being worked by the Durger.
Okay. So
there's
nowhere
like shadow.
I can go.
Oh no, there's definitely pillars and shadows that are being thrown across the room. It's fairly poorly lit due to the fact that Durger generally live in the Underdark and wouldn't be operating with a bunch of lanterns on the table or anything. So there's shadows and places that you could dip in and out of, if that's what you're.
Well, I'm definitely looking to get a bit of a perch where I can see them and be invisible. And I was thinking this corner where I'm kind of hovering my token would be, but I wanted to check for.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna move there no matter what. Like that just seems like a tactical, obvious place to go. But if I'm there and I'm hidden, then I'll roll my next 2 attacks with advantage, and if not,
Okay, you are hidden. You dip into the darkness.
So we're going to take we're going to take both shots at the big dwarf that's menacing Talgar, because that seems to be the biggest, most obvious threat right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, there we go, advantage roll. Okay, that's probably going to hit. That's a 22. Advantage roll. Probably going to hit. That's a 23. Do both of those hit?
Both hit.
3d8 plus 8. $25 damage to the big guy with 2 hits. Oh, I was gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark. I could do that on my next turn if you'd like, because I totally forgot.
That's fine. It's still your turn.
Still my turn. All right, so what did I say? 25. So we have 2d6 to add to that. 2d6. That would be 31 damage to him. And then that would be my turn. Watching the Durgar get big and confident, we shoot 2 arrows, 1 to each shoulder. Bam, bam. The second one actually blows entirely through the Durgar and just makes a massive hole in him from shoulder to the middle of his back as he collapses.
You deflated him.
Deflated him indeed.
Okay. Anything else?
Just this reaction, 1 down, and that's it.
All right. Vesmir, you're up.
Okay, so I want to attempt a persuasion, but I'm going to use prestidigitation, which is an action, just to enhance that effect. But that is an action. I don't know if you will allow that or not.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to do.
So I want to do as an action, I want to do an intimidation or persuasion. But also I want to cast a cantrip which requires an action, but it's just for a sensory effect. So essentially,
can only do one or the other, I think.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if you would allow that to be done simultaneously to enhance the persuasion/intimidation.
No, you have to do one or the other.
Okay. Vesmir will go forward to about here, and he will say in a loud, stern voice, "This is enough. We do not need more bloodshed like your friends back there. I suggest you lay down your arms. There's no need for more bloodshed." Would that be persuasion or intimidation?
You tell me.
I'm going to attempt persuasion.
All right.
That is a 16.
All right. So one of them answers back, then leave this place and we won't kill you.
I guess I can't respond to that, or...
I mean, sure, why not?
Sorry?
I said, sure, why not? As both dwarf grow in stature and size.
We merely seek answers, and we come to destroy the orc's threat. We did not come here to kill innocent dwarves. Lay down your arms. and we can have a discussion, and we will be on our way, and we will leave this place and leave you with your lives.
All right. All right, and with that, the Durgar both grow in size, and one of them throws a javelin through the moonlight into Talgar. Unfortunately, it misses, or well, fortunately, it misses for Talgar. The other Durgar moves behind, or moves around the corner here, and throws one of the javelins at Vesmir. Rolls a 21
That hits.
for 6 points of piercing damage, and then darts back behind the column. Tyee, out of the corner of your eye, you see a dark shape, very well concealed and hidden, moving along the stone walkway next to you. I just lost my... There we go. As it's moving towards Vesmir. Oh my god, I can't do this right. It looks to be like a rat sticking to the shadows, but moving with purpose and determination towards Vesmir.
Oh, and where is it?
It's right next to you on the ground. It's the no-name.
Oh. Interesting. Is that what it looks like?
It's in the shape of a rat. That is a cat, because that's what I have. It's small. All right, and that takes care of my turns. Vinny, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
All right. I look around the corner, and I can see Dark Dwarf A, and I go, "Where the Durga women at? There you are!" Vicious mockery on Dwarf A.
Okay.
Wisdom of 12.
$14.
Oh, he saves. And I go back around the corner. It's out of sight.
All right, Talgar, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go towards A and step around this moonbeam, and I'm gonna swing on A.
All right.
We have 22.
22 will hit.
It's me 15 damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
Tyee, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm
sorry. That shadowy thing right before your turn actually is going to dart over and attack Vesmir. As it reveals itself to be a small rat and bites at him once. With an 11, which misses.
Yes.
So you see this transpire right in front of you, Tyee, right before you go, and is now your turn. Karl, you're on deck.
It's like, what the hell? I'm gonna move around the corner here. Get a little better view of what's going on. I'm gonna... There, so. And I'm gonna move my moonbeam over on top of this guy hiding behind the pillar. Let me go ahead and mark him.
Fuck you. All right.
And then I'm gonna send a archery bolt at Dark Dwarf A.
All right.
Does a 23 hit
23 will definitely hit.
for 11 damage, radiant.
11 damage radiant damage. Alright. Anything else?
No, that ends my turn.
Karl, you're up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
All right. Being in the corner there, I imagine I probably saw the little shady thing. So,
It's come
I'm
out of the shadows at this point and revealed itself when it attacked.
I mean, hey, it attacked a fellow party member. So I'm going to just kind of turn my attention to it. Bonus action, move the hunter's mark onto it, and we're going to shoot it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't click advantage, so that's going to be a 13 or a. So does a 13 hit? Probably not.
13 does hit.
Oh, wow. Okay. One thing, I told you to roll a 1d6 too.
You don't even need to roll. As
Oh.
you shoot it, you hit, and it just disappears. A trail of little tendrils of smoke
Aww.
blinks out of existence.
Interesting. All right, I'm happy with being in my comfy dark corner, so that's all I've got.
All right, Vesmir, you're up.
Vesmir will step back around here, and he is going to shoot at A with a ray of frost, and that is going to be an 18 to hit,
18 hits.
and that is 1 point of cold damage.
All right.
And that's
Just a little nippy.
Talgar, he looks 1 point worse in front of you now.
There's like a little ice cube on his shoulder.
No, only his left nipple is erect. That was my turn.
All right. Well, having done that, he's gonna look over at his buddy battling the. Oh, it's his turn. Fuck. Constitution saving throw.
Minus D4.
Damn it.
Oh, no, not him. He's not baned.
Weren't all three of the Durgar baned?
No, he succeeded.
Ah, thank you.
Constitution saving throw of 18.
Okay, so he passes. However, he's going to take 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Then he will move out of your beam of pain and head over here to there. I guess I'll just hold on. How many squares is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So he'll move to the bridge here. He'll look over his shoulder at Talgar, extend a hand, and cast Hold Person. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
It's going to be a 22.
Damn it.
So, which one did we see cast? Was it A or the other guy?
Snurvin.
The other guy, Snurvin.
Good to know.
That didn't work as planned. The other Durgar is going to swing his war pick at Talgar.
That's with the minus D4.
21 minus D4 minus 1 equals 20.
That's going to hit.
13 points of piercing damage as this war pit comes
Ow.
screaming down at you. And that is their turn. Vinny, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
All right. I'm just going to come around the corner. I like my little hidey spot. And I look at A and go, bolt to the face. And crossbow shot at him. For a 13.
13 will miss.
I'll just be out here when you're done. And I'll come back outside. That's it.
Talgar, you're up.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself because I'm looking pretty fucking bad. And then I'm going to swing on A. Fuck. It's 12.
Oh, not going to hit. Seems rather beefy.
Alright, that's my turn.
In the light of the forge, you can see he's wearing a scale mail and carrying a shield. Okay, Tyee, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Yeah,
Or-
sorry, we had a... Yeah, sorry, dude. So,
Yep.
I'm unable to move it, but I want to move the moonbeam to the bridge, right on top of that dark dwarf there. And also, I'm going to send a archery bolt at him.
Okay, moving the moonbeam on top of the one in front of you.
Yes, please. And a
then
23 to
here's-
hit on the archery bolt.
To the one in front of you.
That's correct.
Roger that. Both hit. Or both succeed in doing what you want them to do.
Okay. So that's 8 radiant damage from the archery bolt, and the moonbeam is just kind of waiting, as moonbeams do. And then I'm going to move around the corner.
Alright.
Like right there.
Move around the corner. Oh, back over there.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. And so let me draw the moonbeam here. Sorry that I got distracted.
You're
There's a
good.
bunch of shit going on.
I assume it's centered. It's centered around him.
Yeah, basically right there.
Okay.
Cool.
Karl, you're up. Vesmir,
All right.
you're on deck.
I am presume that I obviously saw that the one in front on the bridge there then cast something, so he has now become the most important threat to my views. We're bonus action moving the hunter's mark onto him and taking a shot with advantage because we're still hidden.
Okay.
22 to hit. Sorry, 22 to hit.
Damn it. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that will be 12 damage, and that would be the end of my turn.
Vesmir, you're up.
All right, seeing that Talgar is still under direct threat, I will cast another Ray of Frost at Dwarf A. And that is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
And this time I doubled my damage. I do 2 cold damage.
Looks 2 HP worse, Mindleak.
I try. That's my turn.
All right. The creature in front of you on the other side of the bridge looks rather beaten up. It's starting its turn in a cone of moonbeam, and it rolls a 15, a Constitution saving throw.
Is that meets beats on Constitution saving throws?
Yes.
Okay, so he does succeed. So he's going to take half. And the half is 5 radiant damage.
Okay. He is looking very poorly. And with his more than likely final act, he will move towards Mindleak, stumbling towards him. He will reach out and attempt to touch him. The 12, which misses. Which is unfortunate.
For you.
The other Durger in front of you will swing its war picks once more on you,
Minus D4.
which makes it a 4.
Oh.
Hold on. What makes it? It's an 8 minus 3, so
Nice.
makes it a 5. It still misses. Talgar, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
In my pretty poor shape, I'm gonna still swing on him.
On A?
Yes, A.
Okay.
16.
Meets beats, sir.
All
So,
right.
you hit.
He's 17 damage.
With that, you dispatch the Durger in front of you, slashing your blade into it. And it falls to the ground, bleeds out, and is no longer moving. So you are still base-to-base contact with the other one, that just tried to reach out and touch you.
Poor little guy. He tried.
Tyee, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Yeah, so moving the moonbeam once more on top of him. Gonna stay in my location.
Was I skipped?
Were you skipped? Yes, you were skipped, Vinny. I'm sorry.
Oh, my mistake.
I mean, it's not important. He's almost dead anyway, but...
So, Vinny, were you wanting to do something?
Yeah, might as well. I just do another vicious mockery on him. Hey, lady, your mother was an orc and your father was beardless. And, wisdom saving throw of 12.
18.
Aw. I was hoping to kill him with psychic damage, but that's my turn.
All right, Tyee, you moving the moonbeam over to him, and what else?
I am moving the moonbeam over to him and sending an archery bolt as well. So
Okay.
moving the moonbeam is my action. I'm staying in my place. Archery bolt bonus action. Does a 22 hit?
It does.
All right, so that is 12 radiant damage.
Yeah. You have pierced this with a starry bolt from you. Talgar, you see just this like white arrow emerge from the other side of this Durger, and he falls forward, no longer moving.
I'm gonna kick him because he tried to touch me.
The room grows quiet, other than the crackling of the forges. And the rushing water that leads off towards the east into the darkness.
Well, they had a chance to surrender. It's their loss.
Actually, I've never known the Durger to be rather reasonable. They're quite stubborn and, frankly, well, I don't say this lightly, but evil.
I go up to Talgar, I lick my hand, I slap Talgar in the back, and I go, "Good job." No healing spit because I'm out of spells.
That's
Well, thank you.
all out of spit.
No, it's
more
actually
spit.
I just good job.
Just not tingly spit.
No, not tingly spit.
Yeah. So, gosh, step into the forge and just kind of look around and just marvel at the ancient dwarf craftsmanship that's before me. You really just can't see anything like it, really hardly anywhere else, I suppose.
Set up the radar dish.
Yeah, because this is a forge.
I'm trying to make it eloquent, all right?
It is a massive dwarven piece of engineering cut into the natural stone wall. This river running through it, the dwarf bridges that have withstood the test of time, through master craftsmanship. As you take in the room in front of you, you see what the Durga were working on top of the anvils, now cooling from their white hot state to more of a metal. And you look at the tools they were using, and you can't help but be just disappointed. They're Durga tools trying to recreate something that, you know, the dwarves haven't been able to make here in quite a while since they've been gone.
So it's like a inferior copy is kind of what you're describing?
I am.
Okay. Of what, though?
It looks to be in the style of the weapons that, or the weapons you've seen, Lord Althon, and then the hammer that, I'm sorry, the longsword that y'all found.
Okay. Is there anything on these Durgar? On their persons?
They both have a shield, or the regular Durgar both have a shield, a war pick.
You went silent there.
All right, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Ty, roll me 2d4.
Okay. 7. It's a 4 and a 3. Well, go figure.
It is a. I'm sorry, a 4. No. 4 and a 3.
Yep, 2d4. So a 4
Okay,
and a
so
3.
one of them is carrying a small flask that smells of ale.
Vincent, you should try this. Have a smell.
I gulp it down.
And the other one is carrying an obsidian dart.
Oh. Okay.
Was the ale good?
Will you tell us? Was it good?
I was asking him. I didn't know if it was bad ale or old ale or good ale, but I drunk it. It burns so good.
As goblins do.
Anything to these workbenches? These tools? These weapon racks?
Any plans?
You see, a fish skin parchment that's got charcoal markings on it. Under common language, looks like the Durgar were trying to rekindle a spark of the Master's Forge here, and design some weapons that would be, passable. Unfortunately, what stands around you looks to be poorly made. Not even like that great of an imitation. Good for Durgar work, but nothing in comparison to the weapons you're looking for.
Okay. And out of the corner of my eye, I would notice these tracks here. They kind of remind me of what we saw during the Mountain Pass scenes.
Tracks.
Yeah.
Railroad.
Oh. The railroad tracks.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, not tracks. Choo-choo tracks.
Gotcha. That is actually just flavor.
Okay.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm going to assume there's nothing down that way that I'm looking right now.
Down that direction? Yes, absolutely there is.
Oh, okay. So it's not flavor. All right, great. Okay.
Not the tracks. Oh no, I'm sorry.
You're good. We're just crossing wires. We're on the same page now.
hold on.
Oh,
There we go.
oh, sweet.
Sorry, I was very confused.
Yeah,
I am back on track now.
literally on the tracks. Heyo. Um,
Ew.
I'm gonna walk a little bit further back in this area, and I think if I turn to the right, I would see maybe Vesmir's torch if he's got one lit.
I thought these caverns were reasonably well lit, so I haven't been using a torch, and if it's dark, I use my familiar.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's been using a lot of his familiar. Other than like, I mean, the light that was coming off the forges, it's pretty dark in here.
Sure, sure. And I see do I see what appears to be a lift of sorts? Oh, there's a ladder here.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go up that ladder.
Okay. It just takes you to a landing that kind of just overlooks the forges, the workshop below. It just
Alright,
appears
cool.
to be like an observation.
Nice. And some other.
There are
people we
two
can
doors
explore.
down at the end of the hallway.
Anything to this section down here where I'm at?
Where I'm at.
Oh, there's doors down here. Yeah, so I'm in a section underneath that step. That raised platform.
Oh, gotcha.
He went down the whole.
Oh, those doors.
Gotcha.
Not only
Okay.
is my character observant, I'm observant.
You're also very humble.
All the best people say that I'm the most humble person they've ever met. Incredibly, extraordinarily humble.
He's as humble as Drax.
Gotcha. Okay. So, these large iron doors, when you pull on this one, I'm sorry, are you opening it, Ty?
No, I'm not. I am just checking it out right now. I'm like, Talgar, come down here, help me.
So you can see, like, based on what is on the ground here, it looks like there's Durgar footprints. You can see a few pieces of coal that have been dropped. You can see a few metal ingots on the floor that look to be iron ore.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what's through these doors, gentlemen.
Vesmir will observe from the upper deck.
Okay. Talgar, as you open the door in front of you, it looks to be filled with iron ore, waiting to be processed or turned into weapons. It does not look like it's been mined recently, as the whole thing has kind of a layer of dust on it.
That must be where they store their materials.
Alright, I'll go to the next door.
Yeah, for narration's sake, they all just hold iron ore and coal.
You
Alright.
know, I imagine that's all that's down here. Actually, this is probably all storage areas. Very, very industrial. These dwarves. It's very admirable. And, gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I'm quite tired. Actually, I'm starting to feel it a little bit. These old bones
Yeah,
are
same here.
it's very, very, very tired.
I'm in pretty bad shape myself.
Well, the forge.
I'm
was
just like
warm
bleeding
and dry.
everywhere.
As the forge was warm and dry, there's running water. It might be a good place to just bed down for a moment.
Pretty good vision from there, if there is something coming at us.
This
Yes,
seems
shall we?
wise and sensible. I would agree.
Okay, so you'll return to the forge room.
I am. Yes, it looks like everybody else is too.
Okay, so as you enter back into this large marvel of dwarven architecture, Tyee, as you walk past the unlit forge, something catches the corner of your eye. It looks to be a Durgar pack shoved into the back.
I almost looked in there. I
Poorly.
almost looked in there. God damn it.
So, gentlemen, there should be a pack here. I'll reach in and just grab it and kind of bring it over to the group and open it with the group.
It looks to
Your
be a
keen
small.
eye never ceases to amaze.
Actually,
The
well,
pack itself.
you've been
Sorry.
around as long. You've been around as long as I have. It's just you pick up things.
The pack itself looks to be made of dark-hide armor. Or, I'm sorry, dark-hide leather. And among a few dirty Durgar underclothes, there is also a sack containing quite a bit of coinage, a bottle of some type of liquid. It's transparent and has floating in it what looks to be a sliver of a fingernail from a rather large creature. There's also a gold necklace with a large ruby set in the middle of it.
Well, I've read in the past that sometimes these might be magical items, but you never know. I mean, I don't want to waste your efforts, Vesmir, but would you mind just taking a look?
This is not a problem for me. I dare say we can rest for an hour or so. There is quite a number of items we have come across that need some closer attention.
Yeah, sure. I tell you what, I will sit down, and as we begin to relax, I'll cast a detect magic, and if we detect magic on anything, maybe you can identify it.
Very well.
Ah, okay, good. I feel like that's what we ought to call in the academy teamwork. Yeah, so I'll set out the ritual of detecting magic on. Well, just kind of I imagine we would gather our gear together that we've gathered throughout this thing, and I would just kind of cast it. I mean, I know it's like 30 feet, but just.
So while this ritual's going on, Vesmir is gonna take point of the rat that tried to attack him. So there was a small vermin that tried to attack me, and it seems, Karl, that you managed to take care of this one. Now, if you understand the arcane arts, you would have noticed that obviously it's evaporated into a puff of smoke, so to speak. This means that this was not a true blood creature, but more likely to be a familiar, that of the arcane variety. So someone in this area would have the magical ability to create and dispel such a creature.
Yes, no,
So-
I think that's great. I think that's excellent deduction. I mean, we've already found a succubus. We found skeletons that raise themselves from the dead. We found magical armor. There is something at work here. We have not identified it exactly, but I think we all kind of have maybe a good idea of what that might be.
Yes, I would agree. I just feel that this may be something more sinister.
One of those Durgar was casting a spell. I'm not sure what he was casting, but it didn't seem to land. Maybe it was his familiar.
That's potentially. Durgar are known for spellcasting occasionally, especially those that are in charge.
We shall see.
And I've casted the ritual, I imagine. Do I detect anything?
Before we go into the mechanics, are we doing basically a short rest at this point?
I'm hoping for a long.
We
Sorry?
do plan on long resting, but this is the time leading up to that long rest.
Okay, so we're the intention is to take a long rest here in this location.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, well, in that case, why don't we take a quick intermission, and then when we
Cool.
get back, we'll run through all the mechanic stuff of it, and then we'll resume the story.
Perfect.
All right, so you're doing what with the detecting things?
Detect magic.
I am ritual casting
Oh.
detect magic.
Okay. So none of the items themselves glow. The bottles that you've collected that have different potions in them do glow, as well as the 3 clay flasks that I believe Vinny is carrying.
Yes, I have them still. Whoa,
Okay.
what's that glow on me? Ah! Oh, no, I don't see it because I'm not detecting. Never mind.
Okay, so what?
Alright.
Shall I read out which one I'm looking to identify, and just so we can go down the list together?
Yeah, because I'm assuming you're doing ritual.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the 3-layer silver brown gray potion.
The red one. Let's just cross the red one off. The red one is a potion of healing.
Cool.
Okay.
Talgar's got that one.
So the one that you picked up from in the pack is a potion of hill giant strength. It's the one with the fingernail floating in it. The one you just picked up.
Hill giant strength. That's in your inventory. Tyee.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You grabbed the Durga pack, so you've got the Hill Giant Strength Potion.
Oh, okay. Hill Giant Strength Potion. I'll add that to my inventory. Alright, got that added.
The green fluid, the cloudy green fluid, is potion of water breathing.
Cool.
The 3-colored, 3-layered potion is a potion of climbing.
Cool. 3-layer potion of climbing.
The vial that looks empty. I think you have.
With the invisible liquid. Yep.
Yeah, that is a potion of invisibility.
Cool.
And then I believe you have one that has a clear liquid, which floats to the top of the bottle.
Well, I had the cloudy green with jellyfish bubbles on the surface.
That's the water breathing.
Water breathing, right. I don't remember any others other than the 3 clay flasks.
Never mind, I misspoke. Forget everything I've just said.
Just double checking my list at the moment. Yeah, that's all we've got as far as potions are concerned.
The clay flasks that Vinny is carrying, you're able to identify the sticky kind of adhesive remnants and scorch marks on the top of the clay flask to be able to identify it as carrying alchemist fire.
I almost drank one to see what it did.
3 are alchemist fire.
The 3 clay flasks that Vinny is carrying are alchemist fire.
Nice.
I think that's the only stuff that y'all don't have identified.
There was that necklace. Is that not magical?
It is not.
No.
It's extremely well made. Expert craftsmanship. Definitely dwarven hands, not Durgar creatures.
Jeez,
I know.
you seem repulsed by these Durga creatures. Like maybe you're a dwarf in a campaign.
Yeah, right. Like he's got some kind of latent energy going on there, right?
Some vendetta. Like, fuck these Durgers.
Just a big meanson.
All right. So, any other activities?
Nothing pre-rest from me.
Well, fortunately, you're able to make it through resting for 8 hours. Everybody gets a fitful or a decent sleep after the expenditure that you've just had. And you arise, which you feel is about 8 hours later. Not sure whether it's day or night. But you completed a long rest. So cycle your spells, regain the half of the hit dice.
Remember not to remember to uncheck the maximum hit point reset.
Yep.
Oh man, thank you. Yeah, jeez.
I almost did it too. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Also, please mark off a ration.
Yes. And I was out of spell slots, so otherwise I would have made some good berries for people, but alas.
There's no lasses here.
I saved some spells at the end of that last fight. I shouldn't have. Bad luck.
All right. Shall we carry on?
Oh yes, I suppose we should. And I will. Yes, certainly.
Make it our way to the backside and
Make it away.
the doors we have.
Making our way.
I wonder how
All right.
hard it is for those guys in crit roll to not do that now, like with Abria.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm watching the first campaign right now, and they keep saying and you make your way, and I'm just waiting for them to jump in, but they don't jump in. I'm like, what the fuck? What's wrong?
This campaign is ass. Where's the making my way?
There's plenty of others in there. All right. For narration's sake, we'll have Talgar kick open the doors to both of these, and then I need a person.
You disappeared the room
Oh no!
we were standing in.
You just hit it.
Yeah.
There we go.
In the void.
Ah!
All right. Open. I need a D10 roll from 2 people.
I'll take one.
I haven't rolled one yet. Oh, you can? Okay.
You roll one, please. I've rolled one.
I got a 5.
You do not find anything.
All right.
Gonna do physical because that's YOLO. 8.
You do not find anything either, unfortunately.
Womp womp. These DCs are crazy.
What's
What
with
is a
Tyee
DC?
and Vesmir being
No.
so close together? That's hilarious. You don't have to get him shy, you can stay. Sorry, anyway.
Very well, gentlemen. I think this is well, how do you say a dead end, I suppose.
It appears so. Shall we go back to the Great Hall? I think there was more to see there.
Yeah, I think there's many doors we have not explored yet. I mean, if you remember that the very first entryway, there are 2 doors we haven't even entered yet.
Is there anything to see down where the water comes in from this bridge? Vesmir is standing. Oh,
Yeah, it appears to just kind of flow out of the rock, much like all the other water streams that you've seen.
gotcha. And before we head back out, where Tyee's standing, is it pretty much another side of the cavern from where we were last time?
It is, and that stream now is rushing, and they're just like emptying into this chasm that goes down into the dark. You can hear the water just roaring over the waterfall, but you do hear it hit, a pool down below somewhere in the darkness, which you would have also seen when you set your familiar down.
using my familiar, can I see if there's anything across this bridge area? If there's anything of interest, make him apparate 30 feet away from me.
Yeah, you don't find anything. Maybe remnants of some old construction that never got completed, but you don't find any passageways or anything of note.
Cool.
Nor does your radar go off, Tyee.
Alrighty.
But so that door is the one that is chained, and then we still have these steps going down to the south. I think
Are these,
maybe we go to the south first.
You think south first? Okay. This no matter.
Freely travel where one may freely travel, and then go from there.
So, I kind of remembered something when we were talking to that winged lady. She said there was something waiting below. What do you think she meant by that?
No, I think she knows that there is something terrible here. Perhaps even the Durga.
Well, after you then.
Perhaps she was a pet of the Durgar.
Oh, like a familiar?
Maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
Sort of like that. Very familiar.
Inside check.
Talgar opens.
No, you go.
Talgar opens the door. Let me get the rest of those. There you go. So the stairs leading from leading south from the pillared hall end at a wooden door. Beyond the door, as Talgar opens it, is a corridor that opens up into a large room lined with hearths. This room once must have served as a kitchen, as you see pots, pans, cauldrons, kettles lying scattered across the floor and strewn about like several of the tables. There's an archway to the west that leads to a pantry that you can see is filled with just rotted foodstuffs. Little more than dust and remnants not even the maggots would touch.
While everyone's looking around, do
As
I have...
you enter
Sorry.
the room, sorry, no, I needed to check where y'all were at. As you enter the room, suddenly you hear the scraping sound, and a big wooden table shudders and begins to move, heading right for you. I need everybody to roll initiatives.
What is this, Beauty and the Beast?
I was gonna make a Disney joke.
No one hits like Gaston. No one crits like Gaston. No one's on page 206 like Gaston.
Dude, that I
And
sent
he
that
actually
meme
is.
out. I sent that meme out. That is brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Love it. First laugh.
I rolled already, so I'm just like, well, so
Okay, Vinny.
A nat 20 for 24.
Jeez. All right, Talgar.
2.
2. Tyee.
8.
8. Karl.
22.
Vesmir.
I am also 8. My dexterity is 14.
Vinny and Karl are crushing it. Vinny, you see this table lumbering straight towards you? Karl, you're on deck.
All right. I look over at the table. I open my mouth and I go, ah, 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 and I swing with my rapier.
Okay.
7. And
7 is not going to hit.
no, it's not. Even though it's a big table, I'm just gonna kind of frozen in fear. What the hell is going on here? That's my turn.
Karl, you're up.
Befuddled that a table is coming at us, but nonetheless, we're not going to cast anything, bonus action, none of that. We're just going to take our normal 2 shots. Blink. Is it dark where I am? Because we kind of, I guess, are effectively surprised. So I'm not going to try to move, but wherever I am right now,
Yeah, it is dark.
it is dark. Wonderful. So here we are. We'll lock and load. Doink. Shot 1 is going to be I rolled 2 19s for 27.
It's gonna hit.
Shot 2 is a 19.
Gonna hit.
Got a hit. 1, 2, 3, 3d8 plus 8. Oh, that sucks. That's going to be a 17 damage in total to the table, and that is all I will be doing.
Okay. So the table rears back and rams at Vinny. For 17.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. It's massive weight, jams into you, and does 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Tyee, you are up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
I'm just kind of befuddled at what is
and
happening
I'm sorry.
before me.
Karl, how much damage did you do?
17 piercing.
17 piercing. Okay. Chunks of wood fly off as Karl hits it with arrows.
And I'm just gonna kind of knee-jerk reaction toss a produce flame at it.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Vesmir, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
You see Vesmir swipe his hand, and blue and purple tendrils of energy move out as he grabs some debris from across the room and catapults it at the table. Dexterity save DC 15.
Dexterity save of my table.
Yes.
Jeez. 6.
It takes 18 points of force bludgeoning damage. And I will back away.
Chunks of wood of the table fly off. It is not looking so good. Talgar, you're up.
Move up to this table. And I'm going to swing on it. It's going to be an 18.
18 will hit.
It's going to be a 10 damage.
You just carve into the table, breaking it into 2. It rumbles about for a minute before ceasing to move. And we are out of combat.
Well, that's one of the stranger things. I mean, the succubus is something that you expect to see, but a table.
Sure, like a
Yeah,
teapot's
we'll
not
be
going to come out of it or something.
Hey, we have not gotten out of this dwarven fortress yet. You never know.
Is there any loot on the table?
Nothing of value. The pots and pans are dented and whatnot. The food's rotten. There really doesn't seem to be anything in here that's really kind of salvageable or would be worth of any value.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to see if I got a splinter?
No, it was ramming you.
Good, good.
All right.
Before I go too far into this cellar, is there any stagnant water or anything like that on the ground that's going to come up and snatch Kalbren when he's not paying attention?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nothing setting off your spidey senses. The pantry is just absolutely filled with rotted stuff. Anything of value is long taken to go. And
Okay. So there's it's just rotten. I think the most interesting thing in this whole room was that table.
Can't we just, if next time a table or rug attacks us, is there any way we can make friends with it? Because it'd be kind of cool to have one of those follow us around, you know?
Well, we would make friends with it if it ever gave us an opportunity. The thing just launched at us.
Magic
I
pepper
see
would
what
be
you
kinda handy.
did. It lunch status.
That was surprisingly clever, Vinny. Well done.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's praise. Well, gentlemen, I suppose this door was barred for a reason. I can't imagine a reason why the Durga would want to bar this door. It must be pretty
It's a,
bad.
Talgar, the graffiti, does it say anything in Orcish to you?
Everything I've seen so far is just a bunch of offensive racial slurs that you don't really want to know the meaning of.
The inscription above the door says, "Beyond this door, the maker of death is chained. May he gnaw on his own hate until the sun dies and all things end."
Gosh, well,
chair.
that is quite ominous.
No, I want to hear Talgar repeat that word for word so we know exactly what it says.
Oh, right. I have no idea what that says, do I? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Death, blah, blah, blah. Slayer of evil, gnaw off his own hand, etc.
I mean, this sounds inviting. I think we should go in.
Well, you know, bad things must come to an end. Let's end it.
By the way, when we woke up from our long rest, I rearranged some spells. Just wanted to let you know.
Did some what?
Changed my readied spells.
No, that's fine.
Cool.
A long rest or 4. So, party, what would you like to do?
I guess we're gonna go in here. Check it out.
Is it just chain? Is it chains or is there locks, padlocks, or bolts on it?
It's chained and locked.
Might need some help with this. It's outside my pay grade of just opening doors.
Here,
Karl
Moonweaver
comically
guide you.
smirks as he walks. Oh, there you go. Okay.
You can do it too.
He
Come
said
on.
Moonbeam.
Come on. Moonweaver.
Moonweaver.
Come on.
All right. So yeah. Oh, are you hinting for me to go, or you want Talgar to try to go?
No. I gave him guidance. We need some. You give him archer guidance. Oh well, you know, whoever's going, I give guidance to.
I don't have any lockpicking abilities. I can try to shove my sword in it, see what happens.
Yeah, you could put sword tip in there. Nice, pretty +1.
No, I'm using the crappy sword. I'm not gonna bend up my nice sword.
With the D4 to it.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Be a 7.
Yeah, you kind of scrape the sword on the lock, but make no progress in unlocking it.
Turn around, guys. This ain't working.
All right.
How is the lockpicking going for you?
Why don't you help each other?
Real good with a big sword.
I just did.
Well, gentlemen, there's an easy means that does not require brute force or dexterous fingers. And Vesmir pulls out his water flask and holds the lock up and pours water gently into it, and then using shape water cantrip will freeze it within, creating ice inside the lock in an attempt to destroy the mechanism and disable it.
Nice.
Okay. So the lock kind of gets a collection of frost on it, but as the water freezes and expands, it crushes kind of the mechanisms on the inside and opens up and allows you to dechain the door.
See, it's
Well
not
played.
always brute force that is necessary.
The lock
And,
is definitely mangled now.
he steps away so Talgar can open it. He gestures Talgar towards the door.
I'll step forward and I'll attempt to open the door.
Okay, 1 second. Alright, so you open the door. This room appears to be that it was once a shrine to the gods of the dwarves. The walls are carved with images, and the low stone altar stands at the western end of the room. There's stone benches that have been smashed and thrown askew. The icons of the gods have been defaced. Atop the altar, arms folded over his chest, lies an ancient corpse of a dwarf warrior in plate armor. Bones lie heaped around the altar's base, and at its foot crouches the desiccated body of an orc in studded leather armor.
So I'll slowly move into the room.
Well, Talgar, as we go down, don't you, as a paladin, can't you sense various undead creatures?
I can do that. Let me move in a little bit more.
I sense them with my eyes. I mean, do you have an ability or something that would sense undead? Is that what you're trying to do, or?
Yes. I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
So as you enter, are you using that ability? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. As you use that ability, you notice that two of the large piles of bone radiate that necrotic undead energy, as well as an incorporeal being that is yet to reveal itself.
Guys, be ready. We're not alone in here.
Yes, we're all here.
Some of the bones at the foot of the altar begin to stir and form into towering skeletons. They're clutching great clubs and look to be formerly ogres of some type.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
And another reveals itself as it begins to cackle, like guttural orc laughter. And with that, I need everybody to roll initiatives. These are orc champions, not ogres. Sorry. Vinny?
Damn it,
I
I
didn't hear.
just saw it. Yeah. Sorry, come back to me.
Okay, Karl?
15.
15. Tyee?
2.
2. Vesmir?
13.
13. Talgar?
9.
9. Moving on up. Did I get everybody?
Vinny's 18. It disappeared before I could see it.
It was an 18.
Yep.
All right. So this undead ghost-like form moves towards you, Talgar. Yeah, it's going to move towards you, reach out, and attempt to touch you.
What's with all the touching?
You know, I don't
So
like
rude. Inappropriate, really.
I need to speak to your manager.
a 15 to hit.
It's not going to touch me.
That is
Can't catch me. See y'all next year.
attempting to reach out to you and touch you. It is filled with rage and slashes out with its longsword. For 14 and misses as well. And with that, Vinny, you are up. Karl, you are on deck.
I just look at the three and I go, curse you and your inevitable betrayal, and cast Bane on the three. Charisma of 12.
17 for the ghost. Charisma for the Skelly, 12. And 11. So the spirit passes.
Yeah, only
And,
Skeleton B is baned.
Oh, okay.
Because 12 is a saving throw, so A passed. And that's it. I just only one took this time. Ends my turn.
Okay, Karl, you're up.
As always, am I hidden?
In this room, yes.
Well, seeing the ghost try to touch Talgar, not cool, man. So we're gonna try and take a couple shots. We are actually gonna burn a hunter's mark, and we're gonna throw a hunter's mark on the ghost. So checky.
Okay.
Hunter's mark on the ghost. We're gonna take 2 shots on the ghost with advantage. Advantage roll. Come on, crit. I haven't had a crit at all tonight. Come on. 19 to hit on shot 1.
Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, gross. 13 to hit on shot 2.
19 will hit, 13 will not.
Okay. On shot 2, I rolled a 5 and a 4 with advantage.
Oof.
Hooray me. Alright, so we're going to roll damage. Rolling damage. That is a 12 plus d6. 14 damage to the ghost, piercing on this first round. And then we'll just take our movement to kind of just take position behind Talgar, and then that will complete our turn.
Okay. So you notice when you shoot the arrow that it slows momentarily as it passes through its ghostly form, and then it comes out the other side. It doesn't look like it did as much damage as you would have anticipated. And with that, one of the orc skeletons is going to get up and begin approaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will swing. It will swing its its great club down on Vinny. And unfortunately miss with an 8.
That ain't unfortunate. What you talking about?
Well, unfortunate for him.
Well, for him.
Vesmir, you're up.
Okay, so I actually want to go back this way, and I'm going to turn around. I want to hold my action. I want to hold the spell Magnify Gravity. I'm waiting for the other orc skelly to come within range so I can cast it on all 3.
Okay. So
So
you're
once-
holding an action.
Yeah, I'm holding a spell. I'm waiting till the
That one comes closer.
Yeah, so it makes its way around here somewhere.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my action. My turn.
All right. It's gonna approach and get to about here.
Cool. That's good enough. I would cast it away from Talgar. Just to about.
Okay.
Just enough to get all of them in there. That is a Constitution save DC 15.
First orc is a 15. Second orc is a 17.
Minus D4.
And the ghost is a 7. And then I minus 3 from the 17, so it's a 14. So 15, 14, and 3. Sorry, 15, 14, 7.
So yeah, the 14 and 7 both fail. They take 7 points of force damage. Their speed is halved, and the one that succeeded takes 3 points of force damage.
Okay.
And yeah, that was my action done.
The orc will throw a javelin at you, Karl. That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
It does 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points. Okay.
Talgar, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna swing at the spirit.
How would you?
Be a dirty 20.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
It's gonna be 12 damage.
We lost
Alright.
Tyee, by the way.
Yeah, he's just rebooting.
Oh, okay.
His mode and shit itself.
Yeah, I was hoping that Talgar would be finishing about the time Tyee gets back. All right, so you've swung into him. You have hit the 12 damage. And then it's Tyee's turn, but we're waiting for Tyee.
I mean, or we could all just decide where he places his moonbeam and be good.
It's up to
Oh.
And he'll be
Party.
guiding bolts.
Yeah. I'm happy to just wait till he gets back.
Okay.
Unless there's a unanimous decision otherwise.
What was the thing
No,
with the
no,
speech bubbles?
Oh.
Yeah, if you
he's
hit
back.
enter, yeah. Apparently, if you hit enter, you can talk there. Yeah.
What a hassle.
Get better internet.
Dude, tell me about it.
You're up now, by the way.
Alright, I'm coming onto the thing.
Oh, go.
Mountainside, right?
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Did anything happen to me?
No.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna move back. I'm going to light up my robes in the form of the archer, and I am gonna bring down my moonbeam on top of Orc Skeleton A.
All right. We're waiting for you to come back, and we were like, well, we could just, figure out where we want to put his moonbeam.
Pretty much, man. And I will send God. I will send a starry bolt at the same one.
So both on A. Shoot.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
Okay, that'll be 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
And let's see here. Yeah, and that will end my turn.
Vinny, I'm sorry. My ghost is up. You will reach out again with its hand. Angrily try to clutch at Mindleak. Natural fucking 20.
Ooh.
Mindleak, I need a Constitution saving throw. DC 13.
Me 14.
All right. Okay. Just had to read this. I had to read that real quick. Again, it seems to be angered by this and will swing its long sword at you for an 8, and that misses. Vinny, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
I'll just look up the skeleton and cast Vicious Mockery.
The skeleton A.
Yep.
Charisma.
Wisdom of 12.
It rolls a 4.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so not only does it have a disadvantage on its next attack, but it has 7 points of psychic damage. 3 points, and then I use Fury of the Small to add 4 to that, so 7 total damage.
7 total damage. All
Yep.
right.
And that's my turn.
All right, Karl, you're up.
All right. Well, ghosts need to stop touching people. Although we do have these 2 big skeletons. No, gotta shoot the ghost because that's where my hunter's mark's at. Despite the somewhat ineffective shots prior, we're gonna shoot the ghost again, presuming we're still all stealthy and hidden like.
Yeah, sure.
Advantage! Come on. I teetered on the 20. I rolled 2 8s because that's just how things happen. It was a 16 to hit.
16 to hit will hit.
Cool. So we got that. 12 plus 13 damage, piercing damage, which is less effective, but that's all we have. That is all we're going to do.
It's looking a little dimmer. A lot dimmer. And with that, a large skeleton A, which is bathed in moonbeam, will need to make a Constitution saving throw or field Tyee's wrath. 15.
Tyee.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that was to me. I thought it was to something else. My mistake. Yeah, meets beats. But still takes damage. Half of 5 is 2? Yeah.
Okay.
2 radiant damage. Whopping 2 radiant damage.
It will bring its great club down, attempting to smack the small green creature in front of him that is Vinny.
With the disadvantage.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right. I rolled a 10 and a 24, so a 10 probably misses.
Told ya.
Vesmir, you're up.
Nice.
Vesmir, seeing Vinny in trouble, will cast Adjust Density, lowering it in half, and he will bonus action Force Push the skeleton away from Vinny, 5 feet, strength saving throw DC 15 at disadvantage.
At disadvantage,
Because of adjust density.
I have failed.
So he moves back away from Vinny 5 feet.
11 and a 21.
Oof.
So nice. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, the other skeleton is going to close on. I would imagine it could see you at this point, Karl. Or are you invisible?
Even creatures with dark vision can't see me. The only way he would be able to see
Okay.
me is if he lit me up.
In that case, he's going to come over here and swing his great club on Mindleak.
Minus D4.
Talgar. 16 minus 1, so 15.
That's a miss.
Tyee, you are up.
All right. So, noticing that the big skeleton is still in my moonbeam, I find that rather satisfying. And I'm just gonna retaliate with an archery bolt its way.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
So 13 radiant damage.
13 radiant damage on skeleton A.
Correct.
All right. It looks pretty charred, but about half charred.
Not half charred. Nice.
It's at this point it's bloodied.
Cool.
A bloodied skeleton.
But it's bones. No.
Charred bones.
Picky
anything
D&D
else?
player is picky. No, that ends my turn.
All right. So the ghost, having failed twice, is just going to attack twice with its long swords on Talgar. It's a 19 and a 16.
One hit.
All right. That does 4 points of slashing damage. And with that, it is Vinny's turn, followed by Karl.
Vinny's turn. All right. Well, I'll just look at the orc skeleton A, and I'll be like, "Looks like you won't be here tomorrow." I know that was bad. I'm gonna attempt another vicious mockery. Wisdom of 12.
Ghost or A?
A.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Rolled a 2.
All right. He takes 1 point of psychic damage because it was a really bad joke,
All right.
and that's it.
Anything else?
Nope.
Karl, you're up.
All right. Well, seeing as our shots are seeming to do something to our ghost, we're going to keep on keeping on and taking another shot at the ghost. Ooh. With advantage. 24 to hit. I imagine that hits.
Yep.
Haven't got a 20 at all for these digital dice tonight. I kind of want to roll physical. That would be 8 piercing damage. And then I am going to move a little. Because even though I don't know if that skeleton can see me, he suddenly got close. So we're going to just, I imagine, with intent to still keep in the darkness, but we're going to move a little further away, and then that'll be our turn.
The ghost takes the hit and just kind of starts to just like evaporate away. Its orcish yell in curses. Talgar, you recognize as it, basically just cursing you as it fades away and is gone.
No.
Fuck you.
Okay, I'm sorry, Karl. Is that it?
It is.
Okay. Constitution saving throw for Ogre 1. Tyee, roll your damage, because I'm taking the full thing. I just rolled a 1.
Oh no! That's too bad. That's terrible.
Horrible.
Man, but you're lucky because it's 5 damage.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. It's 5 damage.
Oh, that is a
Yeah.
shit roll.
It is the worst roll.
All right. It will then swing. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. Continue. My bad.
It will then swing its great club on Vinny.
At disadvantage.
Motherfucker. 15 and a 16.
Neither would hit anyway, so.
All right, Vesmir, you're up.
All right. Is there debris around here?
Definitely, the pews have been smashed.
Okay, I'm going to catapult in this direction. So basically, if it misses the first skeleton, it'll hit the second skeleton.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw DC 15.
My skeletons can tap.
And Skeleton B has a minus D4 to its saving throw.
All right, skeleton A gets a 13. Skeleton B.
Well, only it'll impact the first one to fail. So the DC is 15 dexterity.
So if it misses
okay.
B, it'll hit A.
Well, B rolled a 0
Oh, well.
Cool.
after the D4.
B takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the debris just impacts and disintegrates against him.
Okay.
That is, and then I will push. No, actually, I'll leave it as it is. That's my turn.
It will the skeleton next to Talgar will swing on Talgar. It rolls a 9, which does not hit. Talgar, you are up. Tyee, you are on deck.
All right, I'm gonna turn my attention to B and swing on him. Gonna be a 23 to hit.
23 hit will definitely hit.
It's gonna be a 16 points of damage.
All right. Creature's chipped and charred and looks bloodied at this point. Tyee, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
I'm gonna send an archery bolt at skeleton A.
Yep.
16 hit.
16 does hit.
For 8 radiant damage.
It is looking very bloodied.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the moonbeam on it. And that'll end my turn.
Vinny, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
You said these were orcs or ogres, skeletons?
They're large orc warriors.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep vicious mockering him. I'll be like, you were shit in life, and now you're shit in death. Wisdom of 12.
Wisdom?
Yep.
5.
5?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay, well, he takes 3 points of psychic damage and disadvantage next attack. And that's my turn.
Yeah. Karl, you're up. Karl?
Yeah. Sorry. For some reason, Discord was waiting for a while to unmute. So we're gonna look and see that there's Orc B. The Skeleton B is attacking our buddy Talgar. So bonus action, put our hunter's mark on him, and we're gonna fire.
Windows. Mindleak's camera.
I know, I love it.
What's that?
Mindleak's
hadn't
camera
noticed.
was zoomed all the way into his forehead.
That's awesome. Excellent. So advantage.
On B.
Oh, come on. Yes. Shooting
my
B. That would.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, that was just, I'm
22
going
to
to put
hit.
headlights on all my creatures.
Ah! Yeah, 22 to hit.
22
Sure,
hits.
hits. 1d8 plus 4. That's not a bad damage roll at all. Plus d6. Wow, that's a nice damage roll. That is 17 piercing damage, and that would be the rest of my turn.
A or B.
We're going on B.
Okay. 17 points of piercing damage. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then that's all I got.
Gotcha. It is looking quite hurt as well. Skeleton A starts its turn with a Constitution saving throw. It rolls a 5.
Yay! 16 radiant damage.
As it just melts like a
Melty
just
thing.
basically just melts by moon power.
Cool.
Bye
all right,
bye.
so it is gone. Bones just turning to ash, basically.
I swear to God, we're going to turn Callie into Zanzi if we keep just, like, gibbing things.
I am not in the least bit worried about it. Vesmir, you're up.
I would
All right. Vesmir will wave his hands, more bluish purple energy as he catapults debris into the remaining skeleton. DC Dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Rolled a 0. It rolled a 0.
Wow. Ooh, decent damage.
Natural 1 minus 1.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do it?
The debris flies straight into his skull as it explodes into a powdery mist.
You have defeated all of the guardians of this desecrated shrine.
Well, that was quite something.
That was a lot of creatures for a odd back, a shrine.
As well, as
more.
you can see, it is not. It is very clearly been desecrated and described an orc or a dwarf fellow on the altar here.
Yeah, there's a dwarf fellow. His hands crossed across him. He's wearing plate armor. The rest of the area around the altar, though, is a pile of bones. You see orc, almost like shaman type things.
What condition's the armor in?
It's actually in pretty good condition. It is looks to have been custom made for the person, but it does look to be in okay condition in comparison to everything else that you found. There are some signs that it was used in battle at one point.
Can I see if there's any sort of... Can I do an arcana check to see if there's any sort of arcane presence on it? Any sort of magical runes or anything? Or is that investigation?
Probably be investigation or perception.
Oh, 13 went to a natural 1.
You don't see anything that catches your eye.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the haunting dwarf. Maybe this is a disturbed body. It needs a proper burial.
Hinted by the inscription outside doesn't quite seem to match up with what we just got.
Well, it seems like he potentially had a proper burial, but it was just desecrated after the fact.
I feel like there's still something more to this space.
Can I? You said this is like a temple.
1 second.
Karl, I would have to agree with you. It does not make sense. It feels like the fiends we just faced were the perpetrators of this, and we have the victim lying here in desecration.
Sure, but they certainly didn't seem as threatening as the inscription would have suggested. There must be something more here. A passage? Something.
Well,
Like
I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm back.
no, it was graffiti. It was not really a great higher power of such sense. I mean, the orcs that we have dispatched weren't that strong, so I don't think that their will would be as great to overcome the threats that we just faced.
You said this was a temple, right?
There's a shrine dedicated to dwarven gods that it's been defaced, like all the faces of the imagery and whatnot have been chiseled away. It's been desecrated.
Karl's still going to be highly suspicious. I would like to take a real close look at the altar. I'm looking to see if. So while you were gone, like Vesmir and Karl were having a bit of a conversation. So Karl believes there's something more to this room. So that's what he would be looking at the altar for. Does there appear to be any sort of, just looking at it, is there appear to be any sort of hidden mechanism or stones that don't align or just something that's out of sorts with the altar?
No.
Vesmir would like to see if he recalls any sort of history of this place, this in particular.
Vinny would like to assist with his reading in the past.
Okay.
Cool.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, a natural 1 and a 3 for a total of 10.
I don't know.
I can't recall any lore about this facility.
I just to satisfy curiosity, I pick up one of the longer bones from the pile and I poke the dwarf on the altar, see if anything happens.
No, nothing happens. I mean, he's long since decayed.
I think he's dead.
Well, if the rest don't mind, I would like to see if there's any sort of magic in this room that maybe the naked eye does not see, yes?
Absolutely.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes ritually casting Detect Magic.
You get faint auras of long faded, like remnants of magic from some of the little orc shaman totems and things that have been strewn about around the altar, but nothing from the altar, nothing from the corpse, nothing that jumps out at you like danger or anything.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just swipe all those shaman things off the altar.
Okay.
That's it.
As Vesmir sees Vinny doing this, he assists.
Sure. You've all knocked him to the ground.
You know, gentlemen, sometimes things are just broken, and they're just going to remain broken and sad.
True, but if you notice, this is a dead dwarf, and these were like, I guess, orcish stuff to deface it, so just trying to give honor to the dead here, possibly.
Well, we just cleared out the wrongdoers. But again, what's over is over. He is gone from this world.
With your amazing eye for detail, you would notice that on the armor, very subtly, kind of almost woven into its make, are the same symbol that you've seen on the weapons that you've been kind of looking for in this mountain.
It's Talgar. Talgar, let me see that nice sword that you have.
All right, I'll hand it over.
I'm assuming the inscription's on the sword.
Yeah, the symbol, the maker's symbol, basically the maker's mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it over.
matches.
I'm gonna bring it over to the armor and be like, "This matches, yes."
Kind of looks like it.
I wonder if he was the craftsman.
You get that impression.
Okay, well,
Did some fine work.
is there anything with him other than the plate armor?
No.
Okay. Is there anything to the altar area at all?
Nope.
You know, guys,
Nothing else sets you off.
I think,
you know,
sorry.
you know, Talga, that is some nice craftsmanship. Like I've said, I mean, he is gone from this world. I mean,
I am curious. There's nothing to do with this armor and the helmet we found earlier. Maybe they are something of a set.
They don't look to be of the same
Gotcha.
style, I guess.
guys, you know, Talga, that is quite some special gear he has there, and you know, it is made to be used. These dwarves are very practical. Their tools are made to be used.
Would it fit me though?
Well, dwarves are medium-sized creatures, and so are you.
It would definitely not fit you.
Oh, come on, they're medium.
I'm pretty tall though. Dwarves are
Alright.
not.
It's like Aragorn trying to fit into armor made for Gimli. Like, it's not happening.
Gimli's a big bitch, though. He's just stout.
It's probably too big for Vinny.
Or it's got two short little legs, and yeah, you don't fill it out.
Well, this is his resting place, and we have done our business. I mean, unless there's something over here on these ogres, or in the whatever remains there might have been of the ghost, I think this is the end of this particular part of the journey.
Even if nobody can use that armor, we could take it back to our patron who sent us down here to begin with for dwarven things of dwarven make.
Yes, you certainly could. You certainly could. But like I said, the dwarves are very practical people. They would want their tools to be used, not necessarily placed in a museum.
Might not hurt to bring it back.
Yes, as you said, if he's dead and is of no use to him no more, then I see no point not to take it.
Well, the point would be that if you took it, it would be used. That's the point. It's not that it's okay to just take it. It's that it would be utilized. Like I said, the dwarves were practical. But it's fine. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, if you take it, you take it. I mean, but that's just my opinion.
Do you think this
Karl will
is...
shrug and say, okay.
No, I'm just going to ask, do you think this is going to satisfy the Baron, that we found the builder? Or is he still wanting us to look for more weapons?
I have met men like that, Baron. There's no satisfying men like that. There's always trying to get more happiness. They're never happy.
Well, we can make a map to this place, and we could... Unless you want to keep going deeper.
Oh yes, I mean we are not done yet. One sword is not adequate.
How you were sharing the opinion?
Armor does nothing for a dead man, and this armor may bring us coin. So Carl's going to reach over, and I'm just going to take the armor with us and throw it in my pack, if intent to give it to the fella, because that's where he sent us down here for that, and there's coin in reward for this.
Vesmir helps Karl load the armor into his pack.
It's just a set of plate armor, I presume.
Dwarven
Yes.
plate. Full plate?
I would just make a note of that it's dwarven plate and make some note that there's more. We'll discuss that at a later time.
Understood.
Well, friends, there is more. Shall we?
Indeed.
Yes. I think that is the way we came from, Tyee. I think maybe we go back and we discover down the depths. The
Well,
long.
there are still other portions of this this fortress.
But maybe there's only one way through up and downs from that location.
Maybe there's not. Maybe we go down there and we can't get back up. Maybe we can't get back here. There are all kinds of maybes.
You don't like to leave a door closed, do you?
No, I don't. I don't like things to be half done. Things must be all the way done.
So we shall mark this for a return then.
Certainly. Yes. It's not done. Yet the Academy had a saying. It's quite vulgar, but the saying was, never half-ass anything. Always full-ass something.
That's what you call a moon. Heh.
Exactly, yes, that's the pun.
And so, where are we headed?
Well, I think straight ahead, perhaps. Talgar.
So, Talgar, as you step up and begin to reach for the door handle, Tyee, your perceptive eyes notice that there is a small mechanical catch at the top that seems out of place.
Talgar, stop!
For the door handle.
Talgar, stop!
Oh, I'll stop. Step back.
Karl, you see that mechanism up there at the door?
I do not yet.
Yes, you do. I just pointed it out to you.
And pointing it
You
out.
pointed
don't
it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Ah,
There you go.
these dwarves are crafty ones. So Karl will approach the door and attempt to disarm a perceived trap.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
And
These
Vincent,
tools.
watch. Vincent, watch, so you may hone your skills. Archer, guide you.
All right.
Would
That
you?
would be an 18.
With 18, you very quickly realize that it's a very simple catch, and you're able to jam the mechanism so that it won't function. Feel that you've disarmed the trap.
All right, Talgar, I think that'll do it. But Karl will take a safe distance. Trust me, it'll be fine. Just give it a shot.
Reapproach the door and open it.
You open the door, and it leads to a dead end.
That seems a funny thing to trap.
What the? That doesn't make any sense, Talgar. Is there nothing in there?
There is nothing in there. Nothing catches your eyes. Nothing seems out of place.
Oh, just
But now that you are kind of through the door, you can see, Ty, that the mechanism had some inner workings that are visible inside the room that lead back to the statues on the outside.
oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Those dwarves. Those dwarves, yes, very industrious.
You seem the same
Well,
type of mechanism as you inspect the other door in this chamber.
Well,
there's one. Indeed.
I just talk. You still have the Archer's guidance once again, and let us do our business.
Indeed. Let's see what we can make of this mechanism.
It looks to be the same make and type as the previous one that you disarmed.
Okay.
So
I did a sleight of hand roll, dude. Yeah, okay. 26 this time.
Yeah, you easily disarm it like a skilled pro.
Yeah. Plus 8 sleight of hand, so.
As the door opens, it is an identical
Actually,
dead
What's
end,
in
the one you just
the
opened.
blast? Okay. Well, that is very interesting.
Oh, that was it.
Dwarves
Imagine
did
if-
make traps for various raiders.
Well, it didn't seem to have saved them.
No, it did not.
Well, Sheriff. Excuse me, not Seraph. Damn it. Vesmir, it looks like it is, so suppose we should go down to the depths.
As it sounds, I
Imagine
did.
we've missed anything.
Oh, I guess we didn't. Did we look around that throne? Oh yeah, we did. There's a path behind it. Yep.
Pretty adequately just explored this level.
All right, down we go, huh?
All right, so the
No,
stream. Go ahead.
back out this way to
Oh.
not down the back out to where the ladder goes down the into the darkness.
Oh, the long one. Yeah.
Yes. It's in the southeast corner of the map.
So from this rock spur that kind of extends out, you can see that the stream just kind of thunders over the falls and disappears into the darkness. Before you stands a kind of rusty chain ladder that leads down into the darkness.
Well, I suppose one of us should go first.
Karl, since you seem to be the fondest of the darkness, I would suggest maybe you take the lead.
You notice that the ladder itself, as you get ready to kind of climb down, is slick from the spray coming off of the water falling and looks rather slippery in places.
Karl, you're muted. Karl?
Calvin, we're seeing if you can go down the ladder. Calvin, can you hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
No, he can't. You hear us now? Alright. We're sending you down the ladder.
As you should.
Yep.
Okay. So as you begin to go down the ladder, after I don't know, 75 feet or so, I need you to make me a either athletics or acrobatics check as you hit a slicker part of the ladder.
All right. 18.
With an 18, you're able to navigate through the slippery parts fairly well and descend down and into the darkness. Are you going all the way to the bottom?
Yes.
So the party member's just waiting for him to disappear into the darkness.
Become one
guess
with
I'm gonna-
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know if y'all are like going down, one after another on there like a fire pole.
we're all going down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way down because I don't want him to go down by himself.
Make your way.
All right. So, for narration's sake, everybody makes it down to the bottom of the ladder. And we can switch to. Where is it? To Black Lake.
At the top.
I feel like there's a lot to load because I think I'm still loading.
Zoom out and drag the white slider up. Or double click on your character if you can.
Oh, that's what it is. I don't think my character has been moved here yet.
Same.
Oh, there we are.
Vampire Tyee.
I love the ambience of those crystals. Again, the lighting of the rock. It's amazing.
So there's a thundering spray of water that fills this chamber, pooling and flowing out to join a larger river to the north. The air is damp, and the roar of the waterfall is deafening. There's a broad ledge that heads to the north towards the river, and then turns out to out of sight to the east. There's a muddy bank next to the pool that looks disturbed by tracks of some kind.
All right. Oh, definitely going to take a closer look at the tracks to see if I can figure out what kind of tracks they are.
Okay. Give me a survival check. Or a nature check.
Gladly. Ooh, that would be a 24.
You study the tracks in detail. It's a four-legged creature, large reptilian. You can easily see that there's four appendages and a long tail. The tracks lead away from this kind of muddy embankment and look to be headed towards the north. And then kind of dip into the water, disappearing.
I should keep our eyes out for maybe four-legged creatures. Maybe it's one of those alligators.
You think that
With a
might have been
long
the?
tail.
You think that might have been the one we freed, the white one?
Maybe. There's no Karl. Are those tracks fresh? What do you think?
Yeah. So what would the party like to do?
I believe those tracks were likely fresh.
They did look fresh. As in, maybe a day or two, not 100 years.
Right. Well, whatever made those tracks doesn't appear to be anywhere nearby now. Let's see where these paths take us.
And this is
I'll
probably a
point to
good
the
place for us
north.
to go ahead.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
So this is probably a good place for us to stop for tonight.